everyone, and welcome to another October spooky reading. I'm so excited. Today we have our skeleton candle going, so it's spooky and smells good. So here's our three piles. We have pile 1 with the Raven and Learning with, I'll bring it close. And Kitten's coming in, of course. She's getting antsy because she's ready to eat again, but it's 2 hours before her dinner time, so she needs to wait. And then we have Citrine. Bobby, I don't want her eating that. Hey, you eating it? Pile 2, we have Scarecrow with Stagnation. And that is with the Cactus Quartz cluster. Yeah, the Cactus Quartz cluster. She's trying to eat it. Hungry. She probably wants to play. We will play after this video. Hey. And then we have Cemetery, which is Cementerio. I hope I said that right. Repose. And that is with the Phantom Agate. I had to do it because, first of all, this looks like a tombstone. And then also it's called Phantom Agate. So, alright, Baba. She's going on the lap. Alright, so go ahead and take a moment to choose your pile. Now that you've chosen your pile, go ahead and click the timestamps for the reading below. Hello, pile 1. If you chose Raven and Learning with the Citrine crystal, then this is going to be your reading. We're going to see what the Raven says. So, learning a new skill is expanding your knowledge. Use your creativity to let me just restart that. Learning a new skill, expanding your knowledge, use your creativity to dive into a new challenge. Reading, drawing, playing music are examples. So I think what's coming in for you, pile 1, that's your spirit guides want to get through, is that they're encouraging you to start learning a new skill, to get into a new venture. It's like, it could be anything that you're kind of curious about and that you never even considered doing as a hobby. So for example, for me, I'm not really, like, I know the basic stitching of sewing and how to, fix patches or holes, but I've never, thought about, what would it be like to make my own skirt or my own dress. And so, I'm trying to, watch some videos now and get an idea of, how that would happen. I'm like, that would be kind of cool to, make my own clothes. So, that's kind of an example. It's just it can be something that's totally out of your comfort zone that you've never done, but you're I'm kind of curious about it, so why not add that skill to your reservoir? Why not? That's what makes life fun, is trying out new things like that. So now we're going to go ahead and pull 6 tarot cards around this theme. We're going to see what else Spirit has to say. Alright, so I think a lot that Spirit is coming towards you is saying that it's time to release your old ways of self-doubt. It's time to release the ways of fear and wanting to like even delve into it. I think that there could be this underlining uneasiness and fear around failing and like the unknown of not knowing anything about this other subject, this new venture that you're like, ooh, it would be fun and idea and thought, but like thinking about actually taking those actions are terrifying. And so I think it's time, Spirit is encouraging you to release that kind of energy, because you have the creative energy inside of you if you so seek it. And you'll be surprised at what you're actually good at if you actually put yourself out there and try. It just seems like there's a lot of things in the past that you abandoned, like ideas that you're like, you thought about doing it, but it seems like you felt like trapped and unable to know like how to do it. All right, Baba, we gotta go get the food. But yeah, it almost feels like you have like this dependency on others almost. Like it's kind of like you're scared to, you're scared. Okay. It seems like in the past, like maybe it could be actually opposite. Like you wanted to take things in your own hands, that you never seek to find a mentor or to work on a project with another person. So I think that's something that might be able to help you go on to this new venture. Like just trying to find someone else who's already into it, do classes, join a club. I think that will take a lot of uneasiness and uncertainty out of it. And also like finding mentors and like people to work with and collaborate on. If you're starting new ventures and new projects, it doesn't always have to be like on your own, by yourself. Everything can be collaborative, and that's a part of also what makes life fun, is being able to just like connect with other beings and to create together. And so I think that is something that also Spirit is encouraging you to do. And it's also okay to like take some parts into your own hands. So you could start a project with other people, but then you can go and, start your own project from there. And it's all like part of the learning experience, but you don't have to feel like you have to do it all by yourself the whole entire time. Oh, I just dropped the whole deck. Getting any more additional messages from Spirit. We have infinity. Light. Fairy tale. Love that. So I know for sure that the idea behind fairy tale is like making your life feel like a fairy tale, like enjoying every single moment of it. It's kind of like the sun card in tarot, where it's like you understand kind of like the ins and outs of life, and that's not perfect, but even with that, you still look at it with a sense of wonder and a sense of positivity and possibility. And so I think that is a part of like this whole theme, is like, when you're trying new things, that's what it should be looked at as. There should be like no pressure on it, no fears of failure. It's all about like enjoying the parts of life, enjoying the things that we have the ability to do as humans and as living beings. And it also has, you can find light within that as well. And like, it's just like keeping that lighthearted spirit and that joy and wonder within life. And I think looking more into that aspect is going to make you feel more fulfilled and more like well-rounded overall. You're going to feel more excited about life and what it can bring to us. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the book on infinity. I'm not entirely sure what is up with that card, and as soon as I open the book, Look, that was the first thing that popped out. Infinity. If that is not a sign, I do not know what it is. So we're meant to read this passage, okay? So it says, limitless, eternity, boundless. Open your mind to see the endless opportunities and possibilities that your path can lead you to. Your choices are limitless. Know that not all of them will come easily. It is up to you to fight and work toward your desired outcome. See greatness in your heart and your abilities to climb the highest mountains. Be aware that there may be detours, but do not let this discourage you. As you gaze upon the night stars, you may decide to wish on one. Imagine they are much closer than they appear. The universe is endless. Take a risk, see what it is or what it has in store for you. So this should be your intention. Your possibilities are infinite. Never stop reaching through the endless bounty of the universe to grasp your dreams and desires. So yeah, really just all building upon that. It's just like, whatever you seek, you will find. Like, there's so many choices and options and ways to like build upon life and switch things up. So there's like not an excuse to ever be bored, because there's so many things to learn and do and experience that really, it's impossible to be bored. You know, there's always something new. There's so many things, millions, quadrillion, trillions. It doesn't matter. We're only here for like 100 years. So if we're lucky, right? So like, that's not going to cover everything that exists on this earth. There's always more to grasp and learn. And so it's about finding what sparks joy and what new thing, tickles your fancy. All right, so we're going to pull some oracle cards of kind of like, what should your attitude be towards this journey? What is spirit suggesting about that? Maybe this could also consider this of like what can help you along this journey. Oh, that was not. I think that was bad shuffling. Sorry. Also, like, I don't know why I felt the need to turn that one. So there we go. It says initiation, adventure, freedom. Allowing yourself to have that adventure and that freedom and like knowing, it's kind of like knowing that that's what this life is, an adventure, a free space where you can travel amongst wherever you like. It's okay to have some spontaneity, like saying like, hey, I feel like going to the park today. I feel like going on a random trip. I feel like trying this new drink spot down the street. Like, you can be spontaneous. All right, we have prosperity, wealth, contentment, and abundance. So having that abundance mindset of kind of knowing that whatever you need will be there for you, it will come. And beast, conflict, competition, and oppressors. Ooh. So I think it's just being able to not let those kind of things, like knowing that, again, it's coming back to infinity, knowing that these obstacles will come and they'll try to deter us and put us off our path and make us feel like, life is going to be hard and difficult. So like, why go out of our comfort zone? Why try? Let me stay in my safe space. And that's just what makes life, that's what sucks the prosperity out of our life. If we want to bring the prosperity into our life, it's like acknowledging that these things are going to happen, but it's not going to affect us because life is an adventure and we want to take those risks to go out and to experience that and to try those things, and like being able to realize like, yeah, this is a part of it, but this isn't it, and being able to kind of just move past through it gracefully and focus on like what new adventure is going to come in next, what exciting thing is going to happen today that's going to surprise us. And so that's what the fun part of life is. All right, Pile 1, thanks so much for coming to your reading. I hope you been enjoying your spooky season. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Stay sentient, stay kind. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you guys chose the Scarecrow and the Cactus Quartz cluster, then this is going to be your reading. See, yes, he is in focus. Yes, beautiful. I am obsessed with my Sony autofocus now, so I'm going to be using it all the time. Alright, so we're going to see what the book says about the scarecrow. This is going to be the main theme of what Spirit has to say to us, what advice. Let's see. There we go. So Scarecrow says, stagnation. You may be stuck in a situation and need to reevaluate why you're in it in the first place. Is fear of the unknown holding you back? So it feels that Spirit is encouraging you to make a change, to make a step into something that may be uncomfortable. And the unknown is always uncomfortable. It could be a tough decision, and it could be something that you feel like you've been stuck in for a while, almost feeling like trapped, like you feel like you're forced to stay in this because either it's like creating a stability, or it's creating some kind of comfort, or you just don't know what you would do without it, or like what direction you would go in. You'd be completely lost, have to start over. So it seems like something in that realm where there's some kind of like strong emotional reaction to what could happen if you were to release this and move on. And so I think that the Spirit is telling you that it is time to, in your gut, you already know what you need to do, even though it's scary. And it's like saying you are free. You don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be in this situation. And even though it can be scary, you have to trust that you'll be taken care of and that you'll be able to figure it out along the way, because you need something that is not going to be eating away your spirit. And it feels like whatever this situation is that you seem to be stuck in is doing that. So we're going to pull some tarot and look at some, look more in depth into what Spirit has to say about this situation. To tell pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know? Okay. What does pile 2 need to know? So first card is 7 of Cups, which is also a cup. It's interesting, the artwork. I haven't gotten to like look deep into it yet, but he's holding a cat. There's a cat in every single one of these. Not surprising, right? Okay. There is something better coming for you, pile 2, and I think that it's time for you to realize that. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking like the 3 of Imps is here because it's like more, it's in reverse, because again showing the hesitancy to move on. It's like, you know, this is supposed to be like looking back at all that you've done and saying like, oh, where do I want to go next? But it's like you're not even thinking about that. Where do I want to go next? It's more like, you know, you're like, it's like the fear of where it's going to go next. You don't want it to go in that direction. It's going to be so different. And so it's showing this hesitancy that you have, and 7 of Ghosts in reverse is coming back to like, you know, you have the choices, you have the options, but it's like you don't want to make it. This is coming back to, this is your resistance, and it's really pointing out that you have it bad. You have really bad resistance right now, and you know, that's not fair to you. You're stressing yourself more about avoiding this. You're avoiding this Tower moment here, okay? You're avoiding this Hierophant, this ability to learn and to be able to come to others. And because like the Hierophant is also can be about like finding a leader and finding a teacher, and I think that's coming in the leading in the direction of what could come out of your life, because whether you like it or not, this Tower moment is going to happen, because this is a situation that is not meant for you, and you can feel that it's not meant for you. And so, you know, it's like you're pushing this Tower moment away, but you know, by doing that, you're also pushing away this lesson that can be learned, this new path, this new discovery of what what could happen for your life and what is meant for you. And so by avoiding this situation, this hard decision, at the same time you're avoiding, learning more about yourself and more about like what life could be. You have a beautiful side of life waiting for you on this other side. And I think this is what Spirit is encouraging on this with the Knight of Pumpkins, is saying you have a new journey to go on. It'd be slow because it's the Pentacle, right? The slowest moving knight, but it's like, it's there for you to discover, it's there for you to travel through, to adventure, and to go and get it for yourself. Like the adventure is waiting for you, and Spirit is right there, helping to bring comfort and guide you along that way, and that's why I believe like the cat is in every single photo in this, because that's part of Spirit. Spirit is always with you. Spirit is always there to help guide you. And so, it's saying like, no matter what, this moment is going to inevitably come, because that is what is meant for you. And at the end of the day, you're going to be grateful that has come, because you're like, wow, I wouldn't want to be stuck in that same cycle forever. I wouldn't want that for my life, even though it was scary and hard. What I want for my life is to find my peace, find my happiness, and through this tower moment, you will be able to do so. And at the end, through all that, you will be able to get your rest. You will be able to rejuvenate, because your next life is there waiting for you and calling to you. And so after, everything goes down, I feel like after you make this decision, you'll have that peace within yourself that's saying like, I finally did it. I went through with it. I ripped the band-aid off. I can now rest. I don't have to stress about the situation anymore. And so that in itself will be a gift. All right, so we're going to look at some more additional messages from Spirit. We have manifest, we have unity, okay, good. And we have mindful. I was just watching a video about mindfulness. And really, mindfulness is all about kind of staying within the present moment, putting all of your attention and your willpower towards every little thing that you do, and that will automatically make it more enjoyable. Like, that's kind of the effect of mindfulness, is like just being present, letting go of any worries of what is going to come, stop letting go and letting go of any past hurts and any past strong emotions, and just like focusing and honing in on what you're doing at every single moment, and then you're watching it unravel as it happens. So it's more like an exciting, adventurous movie that you will be experiencing. And so I think that's part of what's going to really help you here. Manifest, continue to focus on what it is that you do want in your life. So, if you're in the situation that you're ready to move on and to release and to make that decision, then, it's getting rid of what you don't need, but now you can manifest and bring in more of what you do. And I think that's going to help make room for that to come in. And then we have unity here, and I think that is connecting with other people, but let's see what the book has to say about unity, because I'm not fully sure what's up with that card. So the book says diversity, equality, connection. So it says, our connection to one another runs ever so deep. Love each other for your brothers and sisters on this earth. Watch over and protect humanity. Each baby is born to their exact family and place in the world by precise fate, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not a big fate person. I think there's there's natural causation, which means like cause and effect, like what usually is the effect of this cause, right? That's natural causation, but I don't believe like this is destiny, like this is like already predetermined and pre-planned for that, and because of free will, that makes fate kind of impossible, but that's just my opinion in that. All right, so it says each child grows into adulthood, so destined for greatness. no matter their race, ethnicity, religion, sexual preference, status, or anything for that matter. Every single innocent child came from their mother. Each human is rightfully deserving to be treated with equality and dignity. Do your part to spread pure love throughout the world. We are born loving, not hating. Spread blessing of love for all the light of humanity. So this card is just essentially just asking you to practice loving people more and loving situations, loving life. And, you know, even if you have to get rid of certain people or situations that are no longer serving you, that doesn't mean that you don't have love for them. That just means that you know that it's not right for you in your life. So you're able to, you know, love from a distance, but knowing what is best for you and acting upon in such a way where you're able to care for that and to water and nurture what is more meant for your life. And so yeah, there's no like love, there's no animosity, there's no vengeance or anything like that going on. It's just, you know, you can still love everyone around you and all that life has to give, and at the same time protect yourself. All right, so we're going to get a few more additional messages. These are more of like how Spirit is encouraging you to focus on during this journey. Pile 2. Oh. So we have shadow, wholeness, integration, repressed emotions. So really just like, again, it's like exploring and paying attention to how is the situation making you feel? Is it bringing you up? Is it making you feel stronger, more fulfilled? Is it making you feel more like you're in your power and like you're able to grow in a very optimistic and just loving way? Or is it making you feel like you're not good enough? Is it making you feel any type of like negative emotions or reaction towards that? Then that is not something that is meant for you. So it's really important that you pay attention to how different situations are making you feel, because your feelings will come in, and that, yes, that is part of ego, but it's also can be a part of intuition coming in to tell you, hey, something's not right here. You need to step away. That's not the energy that we need to be cultivating within our lives. Oh, there we go. Right, we have fate. Why this word is coming up a lot. Let's see what this says. Alignment, decisive moments, opportunistic events. Okay. So I think this is more like in regards to saying like the opportunity in events will come to you, and it's kind of like trusting within that. And I think that is a part of or kind of like the natural effects, right? Because if you're manifesting things, because we have manifest here as well, if you're putting things out there, naturally that is the causation of that, is that it's going to bring opportunities for this to happen, because you are kind of just like putting that kind of energy and that kind of vibration and brain waves out into the universe for that to come back to you. So I think that's a part of what this is alluding to, is that like trusting that as long as you're manifesting and really believing that what you want can come true and it's going to cultivate within your life, then it's going to happen. Okay. Conjure. So we have higher self, fertility, and creativity. So yes, at the end of the day, you are the creator of your life. You are the one who can, choose what you allow to give your energy to and what you don't want to allow to. And knowing that the possibilities are infinite, and that, this kind of also reminds you like the world card, because it has like the ultimate circle, the ultimate union, the ultimate one, the oneness of what this universe truly is. And so I think, knowing that you are a part of that, but you're also like, you're able to, you're an active player in that. And so you can literally bring into your life whatever it is that you want. You can, and that's what all of this creativity and fertility is about. All right, pile 2, thanks so much for coming to your reading. Please like and subscribe to help support the channel. And also, I just hope that whatever this situation is, that you are able to finally, as I would say, bite the bullet and stand up for what is meant for you and what is best for you, and so that you can cultivate the life that you deserve and want. All right, hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Ooh, 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 ah, love Halloween. And yeah, bye, see you next time. Hello, pile 3. If you chose Cementerio and the Phantom Agate, then this is your pile. Again, the Phantom Agate is very gorgeous. We got our little flower type look here. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and see what the book has to say about cemeteries. Alright, so it says, repose. A time of rest is needed. You might need some quiet time so you can reflect peacefully. So this might be like one of those like transition times in your life where you're going through like between one major event to another. There's always like a quiet time of peace in between these. And so this is like your time to kind of like take a break from working so hard, from all that you've been putting into everything, and at the same time kind of reflect of all that has happened and what you've learned from that and how you can harness that for the future. And also just kind of taking that time to spend with spirit and spirituality and thinking like, you know, how you still feel that, you know, life operates, how does it work, and how are you a part of that, and just how you feel about it. And so it's just good to take, you know, rest from all of the constant hard work you've been doing, and to take that time for meditation and to truly explore how you feel about life. So now we're going to look into the tarot, and we'll see a deeper look into what Spirit has to say about this. Let's say for pile 3. I'll just show you the cards. First of all, because of the beautiful artwork I have too. So we have the 5 of Ghost. The Emperor. Seven of Ghosts. Okay. The Hanged Man. 10 of Ghosts. The Fool. The Sun. And the Empress. So you guys have some very extremely strong energy right now, and it's a lot of positive energy, and this is the kind of energy that I want around. So it's awesome that you guys also got the Emperor and the Empress, so it seems like you guys are balanced between your masculine and feminine qualities. It seems that you are both, you have both your structure balance, like structure of planning things, getting things in alignment, really being action oriented and organized. And also we have the Emperor, so you're great in creativity, bringing in, manifesting what it is that you want in your life. And so I can see, like, you know, you've been working hard. I can see, because you're cultivating everything you want. You have it all in balance. And we also have the 10 of Ghosts here, which is the same as the 10 of Cups. So, you know, again, that is coming back to wish fulfillment, success. So I think that, you know, you're ending a cycle of, yeah, that sounds scary, ending a cycle of success, but success will always come and go, so it'll come back as well. But I feel like you also have the Sun here, so that's telling me, like, even when things go awry a little bit, I feel like you're still, you know, you're focusing, and you know that it's going to come back, that more success will come, and that things will get better. And so I think you're really good at honing in and being able to focus upon that. And so, but now you are asked, because you're not sure, you're like, okay, well, what's now? You know, I feel like I've, you know, succeeded what I wanted to do. I feel like things are going great and I'm moving along, but I want to continue to move along. along. I want to continue down this path. And so that's why I feel like now you're like, okay, so how do I do that? What's my next step? And I think that what Spirit is asking for of you to do, and that is why you're being asked to take some rest, take that time to kind of really retreat and focus on yourself and your in spirituality and how it works, because you have both the Hanged Man and the Fool, and those are two very similar cards, and I'm going to tell you why here. So the Fool is about being absolute. It's supposed to be like the quote unquote kind of like a God card. It's kind of being one, right? It's being a part of the oneness that is the universe. And so this is kind of exists before life and consciousness exists, kind of in a way. And so that's why everything is so carefree. The adventure is going. You're just living along and excited. And so that's a good way of how you want to live. The Hanged Man is about being able to recognize like kind of some of the laws of the universe. And so these are both I would say these are similar because they're both kind of like outside of the universe realm, right? This like makes you think outside of the box when it comes to seeing life as not just life, not as just something that we live and die from, and we like while we're living, we have families, careers, go on travels. We see outside of that, and we see more of the inner workings of how the universe is. This is just being a part of the inner workings. You're not even thinking about it. This is recognizing and thinking about it. So it's like the Hangman can see the Fool kind of thing, and that's how I would explain that. So the fact that we have both of these here means that it is time for you to do some more exploration within spirituality, and I think that is your next step for growth. So it's great that amongst the physical realm that you have been able to create the life and to start creating this Ten of Ghosts and to have that wish fulfillment to center yourself within that. But now it's time to take a rest of all this grind and go, which is, it will always come back. It will always be there. More opportunities will come, and you will see the new direction that you need to go in from there. But that middle time in between that happening is time for you to just take some time and study and really get deep into spirituality, and that can be through readings and meditating and just kind of having those spiritual experiences, putting yourself out there in situations that will allow you to have spiritual experience, whether that's with energy work like Reiki, sound bathing, or just aligning chakras. They have like Tibetan chants. They have meditation circles, like wherever retreats, they have meditation retreats. There's so many different avenues that you can actively put yourself out there to allow more experiences to come. And I can even include, getting a tarot reading. There's so many different avenues that you could kind of explore and around the realms of spirituality, looking into candle work, crystal work. My, the list goes on, right? So you're really being encouraged by Spirit to go ahead and put yourself out there and to really just explore this more and seeing how you view the universe. What is your truth and your experiences as you're going through it? So, yeah. All right, so now we're going to look at some additional messages from Spirit. Yes, we love the sun energy, this positive energy that you have as well. That's really going to continue bringing in and manifesting more of what you want, is just keeping that sun energy. Oh, sorry, that was from the last one. Let me go ahead and reshuffle one more time just to make sure. All right, what do you want pile 3 to know, Spirit? What do we want pile 3? What does pile 3 need to know, Spirit? Okay, well, explosions. So we have celestial, all right, talk about things out of this universe, out of this world, kind of looking over us. That can be like spirits from other reality frames. We have soulful, bringing in more kind of spirituality type realms here. So I think it's a lot of just encouragement. Like, this is your time to be spending with spirituality. All right, we have relax and we have authentic. So yeah, part of being part of the oneness is being a part of our authentic self. That is what our spirit is. We're a part of that. And then relax, also taking that time to, like, if you outgrind yourself, you're going to become so exhausted. And so don't have like the fear of like falling behind from taking a break. Because honestly, at the end of the day, what we're really here to do is to grow spiritually. And so, that is cultivating more love and more caring, and how we treat people, how we go about things, the intention behind what all we do. And so I think that's going to help recenter our focus and really give us a more, I like the word intention, it would give us a more intentional view of why we're doing what we do, kind of thing. I want to go ahead and let's read celestial and authentic. I'm curious about those two. So what the book has to say about those. So celestial says, pay close attention to messages and signs delivered to you. Some may be easier than others to recognize. Spirit guides and energies combined with the universe deliver guidance, sometimes in the smallest of details. Become tuned into these communications presented to you. They are gifts. Sometimes your message will be delivered very clearly. Other times it may feel like you are putting a puzzle together. Your intuition will play an important role in your discoveries. Have you ever found a butterfly wing, a coin, or even a feather while taking a walk and you instantly know it was meant for you? Sometimes the presence of an energy will surround you. Listen and pay close attention. So trusting guidance from the universe, that like if you do take that time for yourself to meditate and to explore spirituality, that some of the answers will stick out to you and it'll encourage you even more to continue on the path that you have been. Authentic says, begin to peel away your layers. Try to reverse and go back from adulthood to childhood to discover your authentic self. Unfortunately, society can influence us, slowly molding us into the cookie-cutter humans. By the time we reach adulthood, we have often lost sight of our genuine selves. Your pure and raw being is safely tucked away in your deepest core, where you protect it from others. Be brave and do not let others unnecessarily influence your beliefs, values, and opinions. Stay true to yourself. Embrace your private thoughts and entertain your passions. Celebrate all that you have learned from life's experiences. Carry your own unique and individual torch high in pride. High with pride. Is that the heck? All right, so it is encouraging you to continue to be your authentic self. Make those decisions and steps that you feel are true to you, that you do feel passionate about. And don't feel like, you're taking these steps because this is the next steps that make sense. This is what we're supposed to do for the next steps. Make it because it is actually truly something that you want and care about. And so I can give you an example for that. So like for me, I work in the film industry in the lighting department, and I help set up the lights. And the next step for me would be to want to be a gaffer, and that's the person who chooses the lighting design and how to light it. And that's what would make sense, but that's not truly authentically what I would want to do next. I don't have that urge to want to do that. I'm pretty I just enjoy the simplicity of helping to set things up and get them working. And possibly in the future, if I listen to my authentic self and I want to do that, then I will. But currently right now, I don't have that urge. Even though it makes sense for that to be the next step, it doesn't mean that's what I want. So it's kind of staying true to what you feel truly, that what you want. So next we're going to look into more of like what kind of attitudes we need to go through during this time, during this transition of what Spirit is wanting us to do. So it's kind of like the mindset that we need to be in, the energy that we need to be bringing forth throughout this. So we have Enchanter, self-evaluation, awakening, and purpose. So yeah, it's time. That's part of this like retreating and going back and really looking into yourself and relaxing. I think a part of that is being able to explore your intentions behind things. What is your purpose? What is your, like, connecting to your spiritual side and truly feeling that consciousness, that awareness that's inside of you. All right, we have Meadow, success, blessings, positivity. So continuing to focusing on everything that has gone right so far and using that to continue to propel and encourage you in the future. It doesn't have to be like, you know, again, it doesn't have to be constant, like, next step, grow, like, you know, that being in the top forefront in your mind. It's being able to enjoy all that has come and letting that letting your life be a part of that enjoyment of the adventure and enjoyment of the riches, or I want to say the, just kind of like what you get from that, if that makes sense, like the rewards of what comes from the basically the effects of what you've done, of what you've made. So, and then we have ambition, willpower, and creation. So you will continue to create, you know, it's like trusting that that time will come back to where you can create more. And even during this time where you are having a self-evaluation and awakening at the same time, that's creating a new mindset and a new way of going about it. And I think that if you do have that time for yourself to really connect with Spirit, I think that you will be enjoying what you receive and create on this earth even more, to the next deeper level, if you allow yourself to explore that. All right, pile 3, these are all the messages that I have for you. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and stay sentient, stay kind. Bye.